So many people, or so many reasons people move to the Santa Clarita Valley. One of them happens to be our awesome schools all over the valley. And of course, we've got, I'm trying to think of how many actual school districts we have. One of them, Sulphur Springs Elementary, which focuses in the Canyon Country area. 9 elementary schools in a very diverse economically and cultural community, actually. And it's a wonderful community out there in Canyon Country. Here to talk about challenges and the vision for Sulphur Springs Elementary is the Sulphur Springs School District Superintendent, Cathy Kawaguchi. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Now, we were talking off the air. You've been in the education arena for about 25 years.
Yes.
And let me ask you, what's been the biggest change? If there's one thing you could focus on, what would have been the biggest change since you've started?
Since I've started in education, I think the biggest change is just ensuring that we continue to collaborate and increase that critical thinking that's going on in the classroom.
I was going to say big hair, but that's a good one too. But I want to talk here because we were saying, and this is a very diverse area, Canyon Country. You've got mid-canyon, like I said, kind of a little countrified areas up there. You got some ranch homes and things like that. And then you've got Sand Canyon, Fair Oaks, so kind of a real different spectrum that you have economically and kind of student-wise, is that right?
Yes, and we are the only district in the valley that has that diversity and that range, but we embrace it and enhance on that. We are so proud of the diversity that we have of the children we're serving in our families.
And does that pose any type of specific challenges being that diverse compared to maybe some of the other school districts, or is it still kind of the same even keel?
I think it poses opportunities for us. Our teachers are absolutely focused on ensuring that all children have equal access to the learning opportunities. The challenge that focuses, we have more English learners in our district, but those are opportunities. We don't just have children that speak Spanish. We have Russian, we have Polish, we have all different languages that we really focus on, and we want to ensure that those children have access, just like if I speak English. So I think it's wonderful, and we embrace that.
That is absolutely wonderful. I want to talk about other challenges that face as a school district and also as educators. What are we looking at now that it's 2016 as far as challenges for that continue to strive for excellence in the future?
So in our district, we have a lot of top priorities, and one of the biggest top priorities is, you call them challenges, I call them opportunities for us, is ensuring that our children are embraced with an enhanced education. And what does that look like? Well, today it's different because we know the demands of the future really foster that critical thinking and that collaboration in getting students to talk. Years ago, that would be the difference, is we didn't have that collaboration as much. That is our challenge today, ensuring that our children are well prepared for high school and college. And one of the ways that we're enhancing and doing that is ensuring that all of our children have access, not only to the core curriculum, but also to the arts and music and that visual performing arts piece. So it used to be where sometimes the kids only had access to math and language arts. We want to make sure they're well-rounded and they have access to all of that. One of the key things that we're doing also in our district that makes us unique is the technology. We know that it's not just about having a piece of technology in the classroom, but what does that look like to be integrated in the core curriculum? We're very, very fortunate. We have iPads in every classroom, and it's a 1 to 3 environment, and that's what makes us unique. The reason why that's unique is we want to make sure that our children are talking, that are engaged, and only having one iPad per 3 children forces that collaboration. It forces that critical thinking. And so we're focused on that. We also have the opportunity, we've had Apple headquarters, the educational side of the house, come and visit our district 3 times. We've had multiple districts come visit us as well because of that movement that we're moving with technology. It's very unique and different, and those are opportunities that we want to ensure that our children have as we're moving forward.
So I like that it's not just like the standard, okay, make sure that they can at least write their letters and understand basic math. It really is a well-rounded thing. This is what I'm finding out and talking with a lot of the educators here in the Santa Clarita Valley, at the very least, that there is a huge focus on the future.
Yes.
And we talk about the educational realm here in the United States, and yet there are educators, especially here in the Santa Clarita Valley, focused on making sure that your students are prepared for whatever comes their way, personally, professionally, and economically. I think that's amazing. Okay. Vision. Let's talk about vision. What's coming up in the future for Sulphur Springs Elementary, for Sulphur Springs School District?
So our vision, our biggest vision in our district is working together, and that means all kinds of things. One of the things of working together means, do we make sure that our own staff is collaborating and is open and building those trusting relationships, because that all goes back to the classroom. It all goes back to ensuring that our children are enhanced with a great learning environment. But it also, the vision of moving forward is, what are we doing with our community in Santa Clarita Valley? We have a phenomenal relationship with College of the Canyons. We're working with Dr. Diane Van Hook and her team because we have a movement towards next generation science standards. We need to work with their professors. How do we get them to come in with our teachers and develop that collaboration with the engineering standards? What does that look like in the classroom? So we're working on that. We're also working with Hart School District. We're very aware that it doesn't end at 6th grade. We have to make sure that our children are prepared for the high school district. So the superintendent there and her team and I work very closely on making sure there's that smooth continuum. So there's a focus on family, collaboration, and working together. We won't want to forget our parents. Our parents are a huge part of the community as well. We bring our parents in. We welcome them into our district. We want them to be part of the learning that's going on. And so I meet monthly with our parents. I have an advisory committee that I meet with, and I share with them the great news. I share with them the challenges, and I want to hear the same back from them as well. So we're just doing that collaboration. That's our vision moving forward, and just continuing to bring that extraordinary education to our children as well.
Outstanding. Cathy Kawaguchi, Superintendent for Sulphur Springs Elementary School District. That's 9 schools that you oversee, right?
Yes.
And outstanding over there in Candy Country. Thank you so much for everything you do, and really love hearing these stories and these vision and plans that you guys have for our students, because it makes me have hope for the future. But thank you so much, really, and I really appreciate you stopping by.